Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your Spider ETF. Subscribe. Oh. Good evening. Ira Epstein with your Spider ETF market wrap-up for the evening of Wednesday. And we're here at August 10th, 2022, about 6:35, 6:40 p.m. Central Time. Still having trouble talking. I had a clean bill of health from the doctor, so I'm the happiest guy, so I'd rather put up with it. A lot of pain, but what the heck. Okay, let's talk about today. Wow. And the question is, how long do you keep calling a rally like this a bear market rally and it's not something else? I don't have the answer for that, but you think I'm not thinking about it. You're wrong. Some in the NASDAQ think the market is now corrected completely, the bear market break, and it's no longer in the bear market. It was a leader in that. I get it. I don't see that in the other indices yet. It could happen. More important to me is my Bollinger Band. I want to explain something to you in big detail. Bollinger Bands give you, whether you realize it or not, stiff resistance support spots. You'll only stay out of the band 95% of the time. That doesn't mean you can't hit it and move further. You can hit it, pull back, keep hitting it. I get that. But you went up and spiked against it today in so many markets. To me, liquidation day. And I promise you I had orders in, and that's what I was doing. I'm looking at these markets going, uh-oh. No, I didn't liquidate Twitter. I still like Twitter. And we started talking, hey, just throw some throwaway money for no reason, not off the charts. I think the market was 38 bucks at that time. And not doing too bad. I still think it's going to be bought. And probably near 50 bucks, but that's my own thing. AMC back up today, looking at that okay. And, they're going to come out with whatever movies they come at the end. AMC should be up now. Disney should be good. Disney exploded aftermarket. They came out, the numbers, but what they're doing is they're changing their streaming service prices. They're going to go up 38%, I understand. That's what I was reading. Coming out with another ad service where they'll be in there, so they're working on that. And their parks are doing real well. Have you not heard me say over and over, who's not going to Disneyland after 2 years where you couldn't go with your kids? They're going. Airplane prices slipped 7-8%. Fuel, 7-8%. Some elements of food down. Not rents. Very strong. Not cars. Very strong. But we did get down and surprise the market. Instead of a pullback from 9, and they thought you'd be at 8.7, you got to 8.5. It was the lower parameter of what I wrote about to people. I didn't think you'd be under 8.5, and I didn't think you'd be over 9. And if you did on either side, it was extreme, would get a crazy reaction. Then I thought about it last night, and I had traders on the futures in the S&P. And I'm going, gee, what do we do? Can I get them a profit before the report? And I wrote them to do that and get out of the market. And they did, I believe. And they should have been fine. I didn't do that in the Spider ETFs. And you had a great play in that because this morning you caught the whole pot. Difference in leverage. Got the difference? 50% leverage is a lot different than 90. That's basically what it was. All right. Freeport, McMoran. Where are we? Let's take a look here. These are all the different things I use when I do the charts, by the way. So you got higher lows, higher highs. Bullish. Okay. And the market just got that with today's action. Resistance, 31.93. My God, we talked about that yesterday. I'm like in a deja vu as I'm talking to you. And lo and behold, my friend, the Bollinger Band. What did I tell you? If you get up to that band, out you go. So as far as I'm concerned, not an embedded reading, up to the top. What do you think I would be telling my traders if they were in this market? So long. But I think they could have done it 2 days ago and not had to go through the report. AMC. As you got over that Bollinger Band, I told you there'd be problems. And as we were playing with this market, and let's see if I can get this to, and I can. Okay. This is the market yesterday. Now, Because you cleared the 200-day average, that becomes your support number in the market. You tell me what the market did and where it went back to. I mean, that's pretty crystal clear. Good call, Ira. I'm happy. Thank you very much. Okay, Apple, fully embedded. I predict the pros will come out at the upper Bollinger Band, or if the red line closes under 79, if they're long this market. Again, getting closer to September, when there's going to be a lot of release of new products. The market's building in that release right now. It's the old buy the rumor, sell the fact. That's what I think's going on. Disney, I know it's up tonight another 6%. Not knowing that, this is where the pros today should have taken money off the table. It's not an embedded reading. So I think they would have done it for the first time. And I realize they're going to leave that money on the table. It doesn't matter. It's not the right thing to do. And away you go. We'll see if it keeps those gains through tomorrow. XLF, what do you think I'm going to tell you to do in this market? You're bullish. You're embedded. If you go up, target. Whoops, I made a mistake there. If you go up, target. You go to the target, half the position off. Why only half? Take my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Learn how to play with the other half. XLI, embedded. Are we bullish with embedded readings? Yes. Are you looking to be a buyer with embedded readings? Yes. Target. Anytime, the first time you challenge a 200-day average, out. The odds of just running through it like it's nothing, no. Why? Because it represents 200 and some odd days of trading, and you haven't been there, and now you're coming up for the first test. No, no, no. Out, out, out. XSD, no trend. If you had a higher high, lower low, you went into the support of the 18-day average of closes, but getting to support with no trend doesn't mean anything. Now home builders, same problem. You've got a higher high, a lower low. I don't see a trend to trade in that market. Energy sector, the trend is down, the bias is up, and momentum is flat. I don't see a darn thing to do. GLD, why'd you have an outside day down today? That's not good, but you're embedded. So on a good break tomorrow, I think the pros will buy this. They'll get out if the red line closes under 79, and they'll look to get back to the Bollinger Band to take, I think, half whatever it offers. Not the case in GDX. You don't buy Bollinger Bands and you're overbought. It's where you don't do anything new in a market like that from my perspective. Copper, you got to the Bollinger Band back here. I don't care about this one. That is where I think traders came out of the market when they first hit the band. What was that, 30.77? And I realized the market is now back up a little bit higher than that. I don't care. You don't buy Bollinger Bands. You have a market that's plain overbought. AGG. Well, you came down from the band into the combination of support of the 100-day average in 18 and held it. Now the market is trying to stick its head up, but you have big divergence. You have momentum down, the trend and the bias up, and if you come through 102.84, you got a real problem in this market. Then all of a sudden you got a higher high, lower low. I hate this chart. There's nothing there. UUP, what do you do the first time you hit a Bollinger Band? You've been talking the upside. What do you do on the downside? All the market did after hitting it was go back to resistance, fight there and down. You cover shorts. You're not embedded, all of them. What do you do on the FXC? You're not embedded. You went, I don't care if you're over the upper Bollinger Band. Out, out, out. And that's how I'm reading what you've got. You hear me keep talking about the Bollinger Band. It is so important that if you don't understand it, you're trading with your hands like this because you're wondering, why did the market stop at that point? I make it easy. I think it's 13 chapters, all video. You watch them, you learn. We give you the charting software. You already have it. See what I do. You do the same thing. Follow what I do in the morning videos, and you'll get free access to that for a short while. Come on. Look at this ad. Follow suit. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time, and on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.